Who's on live? What's up? Let me know who you are, guys. Let me know your names. What's your name? Joni. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey. Yeah, I'm just doing a reading, and I thought, why not go live and talk to people and answer some questions. So I'm doing a reading for myself, but if you have a question that you um, want the cards read on, let me know. Okay, just type your question in here. Let me know what you want to know. Before that, however, there's a disclaimer. Okay, listen, guys. This is for adults. All right, only for adults. I'm not taking any responsibility for your interpretations of what I might say here. Okay, so you do um, whatever you want. Okay, just make sure that it's safe, sane, and legal. All right. So whatever you do, that's your own responsibility. It's not mine. Okay. So what are your questions there? Okay. Will Doug contact me soon? Will Doug contact me? Is that? Do you have something more profound? I mean, that shit is boring to me. Seriously. Hello, Frank. Can you see what is in the making for the coming month? Okay, I'm gonna look into that. It's in the making, the coming month, Tashi. Okay, Tashi, you're gonna be taken away from whoever you're dealing with right now on a regular basis. You're gonna be taken away from those people, and the reason for that will be a girl or a woman. Okay, so uh, she's gonna distract. I don't know if distraction is the right word, but she's gonna pull you away from those people. And where is she gonna take that? Just a whole lot of fucking. She's gonna make you. She's gonna distract you and make you forget about your goals and plans. So there's a woman coming that will be a distraction from your path, but nothing negative or nothing to worry about. How do I realize my money blocks? How do you release your money block? How do I release my money blocks? Uh, see, I could do a reading for that, but that's not one factor. There's not one factor. You see what I mean? When you look at things like money or life in general, you know what I mean? There are around 43 factors, 43 laws that you have to know. Okay, 43 principles that you have to understand and you have to follow in order to have everything that you want. Okay, so That includes your relationships. That includes your health. That includes a sense of purpose, happiness, and money is included in that as well. Okay, so it's not one factor. All right. If you've been on any of my lectures that I do on Zoom, in the forum. By the way, if you guys are not on the forum, you want to get onto the forum. Okay. I always talk about systemic thinking because that's necessary because it's a system. When you look at a system, you have multiple factors that affect each other in a nonlinear way. So the cause of your problem could be here. You're looking here, but the cause is here. Okay, so your life is not that simple. It's not, oh, let's release the money blocks. This is the money block, and let's release it. It's not how it works. You see? So what you have to understand is the 43 laws that you have to follow in life. All right. And one of them is, for instance, you have to understand what value is, how to provide value. Do you build up immaterial assets? Do you understand how to network? Do you understand how to talk to people? Do you understand, um, you know, energetic laws? Very little has directly to do with money. Your finances will be determined by those things, but has very little to do with money directly. You see, how do you spend your time? How do you invest your time? Where do you invest your energy? You know, you see, so that can't be easily explained. All right. Hi, Frank. What's up? What is causing me to live in fear? It's causing you probably inflammation. Probably inflammation, my friend. What is your diet? The first thing that I ask people is about people always think it's a spiritual problem, okay? And oftentimes it's a legit spiritual problem. All right. I'm not taking away from that, obviously, right? But you wouldn't believe the amounts of problems you can fix by just cleaning up your diet. Okay. So the first thing that I would ask you text show is, what is your diet like? What is your my girlfriend just sent me a video earlier, sent me a video about the chemicals in food, you know. And see, if you don't have a clean diet, if you eat a lot of sugar and a lot of carbs, you have inflammation all over the place. Okay, so a lot of your psychological issues come from that. Okay, the new model of depression. Okay, the newest research is that it's just inflammation in your brain. You know, so yeah, just make sure that you clean up your diet. That would be my first suggestion. Okay, and then see if there's any fear left. Okay, if you got some fear left, then we're going to talk about spiritual problems. What spirits or spiritual influences are currently around me? Uh, Vegetables, mainly raw. Okay, good. But the question was for somebody else. But okay, organic. That's good. Vegetables, mainly raw. Well, look, my diet's not perfect either. Okay, but I know that when it's plant based, I operate much better. Thank you, Frank. We'll keep my eyes on the lookout. Yeah. Um, s- um, what? Hold on. Hey, Frank, should I pursue my current passion or should I find another career? Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Another career or passion. What's your name, Mr. Cheetos? Speaking of diet, all right, let's see. Um, Okay, as far as I can see, um, your purpose or your passion or whatever, the field that you're going to be successful in, or the career path that you're going to be very successful in, has to do with being seen by other people. You are kind of like destined to be known by a lot of people, observed, probably already, um, kind of naturally. You naturally kind of draw attention already, so you should use that in whatever career path you're taking right now. Okay, so um, choose the career path that will bring you the most amount of attention. That's going to be good for you. Okay, it's probably also what comes naturally to you. So focus on that. Um, that's just vegetables mainly. Okay, got that. Okay. Mr. Cheeto says I'm pursuing my music career. Okay, that sounds good. That's a path for a lot of attention. That's for sure. Jason asks, what does this upcoming month look like for me? This upcoming month, okay. So we're talking about February, no, March, right? March. Okay. It's going to be mainly focused on, or one underlying theme is going to be focused on a girl, trying to get with her, but being prevented from communicating with her. The circumstances that prevent you from communicating with her will be, you will be held back in some way or another. Okay, so that probably has to do with distance, physical distance to cross. Okay, so the physical distance is going to prevent you from the level of communication and engagement that you want with her. Everybody seems to be in love with what's going on here. Tashi, Jason, or will be in love. I don't know. All of these girls. Oh, it's springtime, right? It's springtime. There you go. Springtime. It's gonna be springtime. Everybody's gonna fall in love with each other. Everybody's gonna start fucking. Okay. Hi Frank, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Thank you. Doing well. Always. Okay, my Luana asks, hi Frank, if I can ask what's the future between me and Eon? Future between you and Eon. All right. Future between Eon. I can see that eventually you're gonna get him. You're gonna be with him, and where is this going to go long term? He's going to use you. I'm not completely sure that you can prevent that, though. He will use you. Um, yeah. Alexis Jones, making some career and lifestyle upgrades, taking a lot of courses, one-on-one lessons and learning two new languages. Is there possibly anything else I should be focusing on to better myself? Thanks, Alexis. Should I read that? Holy shit, you got a lot of stuff to what? You said lifestyle upgrades, taking a lot of courses, one-on-one lessons, and learning two new languages. At a time? Two new languages. Wow. Okay. What else should you focus on? All right. What should she focus on? I can tell you a blind spot that you have, something that you're not aware of is, and you've probably been told that before, but you're hardening up. You become less and less approachable to people that know you, loved ones, and you're isolating yourself. Okay, so that's a blind spot here. You're becoming ice. You're becoming unapproachable. You're becoming less accessible to people around you, which is going to lead to isolation. Yeah. So I don't know if you want that. Doesn't look good. Okay. Wild Orchid. What's up? Hey, Wild Orchid, you still look, you're hitting on me every single time I'm doing these live calls, but you still haven't uploaded a picture. So there must be something wrong. Seriously. Well, I also told you to hit me up on Facebook. You still didn't do it. So that's a problem. Hey guys, have you noticed these chicks, the chicks that always only have their face up on the profile pictures? Have you noticed something about them? I don't want to be mean here, but you get the idea, right? So. Right. Okay, for days I suspect an angelic force has been around me. Could you check if that is correct? No, I'm not going to do that. Hola, Frank. Is Virgo man toxic or just lying because of his money issues? What's the energy, please? Hi, Frank. The energy of Virgo man towards me. My name is Lilka. He asked to be his girl, but acts like he's hiding a whole wife. A whole wife. But he's hiding a whole wife. I mean, this is out of the ordinary. That's extraordinary. Seriously. I mean, usually people hide like quarter wives or half wives, but a whole wife. I'm not making fun of you, by the way. I'm just it's just funny to me to listen to that. Okay, don't take it personal. But that sounds funny. What's Virgo man hiding? Is he really toxic? Thank you. Hola, Frank. Is Virgo okay? Let me read that again. Is Virgo man toxic or just lying because of his money issues? What's his energy, please? The energy of Virgo man towards me. My name is Lilka. He asked to be his girl, but acts like he's hiding a whole wife. But I knew he is single. What's Virgo man hiding? Is he really toxic? Thank you. Okay, Gypsy Mermaid. I don't need look. My honest opinion, okay, my honest opinion, and take that with a grain of salt. It's just my opinion. I'm not going to look into the cards for that because here's the thing, okay? This guy doesn't sound like it makes sense to be with him. The only reason, one of the only reasons, or probably the main reason why you want him is because you suspect him to be with other women. All right. So, and because because he's keeping you occupied, he's keeping your mind occupied. You know what I mean? Trust me, I've done that many, 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 many times. Okay, many times. He managed to occupy your mind. He probably didn't even do it intentionally. Okay, but he's making you think of it. And a lot of you women out there, you have a problem where you mistake love for pain. Okay, for you, for girls, or for all of you, pain and love always have to be coupled. They have to be one. And the more the guy hurts you, the more the guy's fucking with you. And oftentimes these are no good guys. Okay, the more they hurt you, the more you think you're in love with them because you believe that love must be painful. All right, so my recommendation is get over yourself, get over with it, okay? But you're probably not going to listen. But if a guy acts like that, why would you want to deal with him? You see what I mean? And I'm saying that because I've done that. I don't know with how many women I've done that. You know, the more of an asshole you are, the more they want you, the more they love you. See what I mean? Because pain and love in their mind, I love it. Subconsciously, it's like this. Oh, it's so painful to be with him. That means I must be in love with him, right? And this is what a lot of you guys don't realize. I don't know how many are you. A lot of you guys don't realize that the more you do for her, the more you try to please her, the less she's going to want you. She's going to discard it. She's going to treat you like shit for that. Okay. And I'm not bitter. Okay. They're going to be like, oh, Frank is a bitter guy. I'm definitely not. Okay. Because I'm actually the bad guy. I'm the bad boy. I'm one of those that hurts or that break hearts. That's the kind of guy I am. Always have been. Okay. So just a tip, Gypsy Mermaid. Okay. Maybe think about if the only thing that you're feeling or think about if you're mistaking pain for love. Okay. Maybe that's not the same thing. This is a recurring theme all the time. All the time. You know, all of you have this one guy who's just, you don't know why you love him so much, but you just can't have him and he hurts you all the time. And you think that's love, right? You want to fix him. You're badly mistaken. That's probably a very bad person. He's self-destructive and he's destroying you as well. So be careful, okay? Be careful. I'm not going to read any of that. Hi, Frank. Can you see changes in my immediate future? Will the spiritual work I've been doing work in my benefit? Can you see any changes in my immediate future? See, Goddess Aseng, that's extremely, you know, it's a little bit all over the place. I mean, do I see changes in your immediate future? What does that mean? Yeah, you're probably going to have something else for breakfast and then this morning, or you're going to probably change your clothes or underwear. Hopefully, you're going to change that. So I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to say here. Please ask more specific questions, okay? Hey, Frank, please do a reading from me. My name is Andre. Once again, way too specific. Not specific enough. I'm being careful. I'm celibate. I don't want to mess my energy with him. I don't want to mess my energy up with him. Okay. Hello, Frank. Thank you. Trauma bonded. Yeah, you said my name perfectly. That's what it's called. Trauma bonded. Okay, trauma bonded. All right, got it. You trauma bonded. Well, okay. Well, I hope the trauma is not just one-sided. I needed to hear it from a Luciferian. Thank you. I needed this. I felt too empathetic towards the stuff, but he ain't no emperor. Listen, I'm not a Luciferian. I know there's a video out there that says Frank White the Luciferian. I'm not a Luciferian. I'm not a I'm none of that. Okay, I don't put myself below any entity. I'm Aurelius Sopax. I do my own stuff. Hi Frank, can you tell me about my love life, please? Um, okay, I skipped a bunch of questions. One second. What's this? Um, Hello Frank, can I ask if I will succeed in the career I'm studying right now? Okay, Miguel asks, Frank, can I move successfully to another country and quit my job? Okay, I'm going to look into that. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, as far as I can see, the future looks better in the new location. You're also going to make more money there. So if that's your definition of success, you're going to have more success in that other country. Did I meet him for a spiritual reason? I don't need more karmics. I'm done. We felt a bond, but I think you want to play. Your problem is you're mystifying this whole thing. See, this is the problem. Emotionally, you feel so much pain because that guy is kind of like using you, or he's keeping it vague. He's occupied your mind, so now you're hypnotizing yourself into something that is not there. You're mystifying that whole thing, you know. And because there's so much emotion, you believe that there must be something to it. Most likely, that guy is just, you know, never mind. You do whatever you want. Okay. It's just let's see what else. Frank, will there be any travels in my upcoming year? If you are inclined, please. If there are any travels in my upcoming No. Frank, are you reading cards? Yes, I am. What's the future between me and Costantina? What's the future between me and Costatina? Costatina. Okay, we'll check that. What's the future between him and Costatina? I don't think it's gonna be good because you're gonna find out that there's another guy. And remember what I said in the beginning. I can't even say everything because I don't know how you're gonna use that information. Okay, so remember what I said in the beginning. Everything that I'm saying here is just it's just an opinion, an artistic expression of personal opinions. You do whatever you want, but it's not my responsibility. Okay, take everything here with a grain of salt. It's not advice. It's nothing. It's just what I'm seeing in the cards. Okay, so I'm seeing that it's not good. It's not going to end well because you're going to find out there's another guy. Mhm. Okay. I just got a testimonial from somebody about uh, the things manifesting that I told her to put into a Reiki box, and she's manifesting these things left and right, which is good. I'm gonna read you the testimonial. Hey Frank, it's been a while, but I had a couple of days thinking about updating you, and your last post made me think that it indeed. But right now, I'm surprised of something. I'm back at having things in the work I love. I'm writing you from the set of a music video where I did makeup and sit and styling, and it's incredible how much this is like the things I wrote in the Reiki box you told me. Thank you so much, and really, you are a great teacher. Okay, I'm going to answer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Awesome. All right, so Frank, are you reading cards? Yes, I'm reading cards. So we'll have a good harvest this season. I'm not going to read that. What's Louis hiding? What is his energy towards me? My name is Laika Marina. I just read you, Gypsy Mermaid. Don't be greedy. Marlene says hi. Emmanuel Baron asks, how can I build more discipline? It's not a question for the cards, man. If you don't have discipline, it just means that you don't have a big enough reason. Is your why big enough? You know, Nietzsche said, the philosopher said that we can endure any how if we have a big enough why. Okay. So the question that you should ask yourself is, do you have a big enough why? Why is it that you get up in the morning? Why is it that you work your ass off? And what ideally you should be working your ass off, right? Every day. But you can only do that if you have if you have a battery that fuels you, and that must be a big vision, a very big vision. Also, for those of you who struggle with distractions or who struggle with their own minds and focusing, see, bigger thoughts have a tendency to cancel out all smaller thoughts. So you most likely don't have a big enough vision for yourself. Okay, most people are going to be like, I want to be happy. I want a nice relationship. Stop thinking so small. Okay, you should think very, very big, and watch what's happened. Watch what will happen if you have a big goal like that. If you have very, very big thoughts, very, very big goals, big vision, watch what's going to happen. You're not going to have problems with motivation because the energy is going to come from that idea, from that thought. You see. By the way, you can generate energy at any point in time. You don't have a lack of energy. You have a lack of motivation and focus. Okay. And that is the result of thinking too small. Are you entertaining the bullshit that you hear on the news every day, or your Instagram feed, or gossip? Well, yeah, of course you're not going to have any energy, because then you're food for other thought forms. You know. So what do you think about on a daily basis? What do you focus on? You know. And if it's big enough, if it is has to do with your life, then you're gonna have plenty of energy for anything that you want to do, and discipline. Frank, good to see you, bro. What's up? All right. Been trying to drop that girl out of my mind, consuming too much energy. What is the best route to cut the energetic connection? We'll do the paper technique you taught us with the lines. Yeah, that's a good one. Um, Forgetting that girl. How do you forget that girl? How do you forget that girl? It's always easier said than done. Right, but the, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm putting up a website. It's called getyouraxeback.com. Okay. You know why? Because I had an idea where the way you provide value is you either help people get pleasure or you help them move away from pain, right? By the way, moving away from pain is rewarded twice as much as compared to helping somebody move towards pleasure. And everybody who's been through a breakup can attest to the fact. Have you ever been through a really painful breakup? I have, and they measured the brain waves or the brain activity of the people that were going through a brain through a pain fucking breakup, and you know what they found? To the brain, it's the exact same feeling as if you have a broken arm. Okay, but a broken arm you can fix, you can work on it, right? But if you got a broken heart, you're suffering the same pain as if you had a broken arm, but nobody can fix it. You can't do shit about it, right? There's nothing you can do. So I actually created a course for that, how to get your axe back and all that, right? Some teachings about how to do that. But the point is, it's always easier said than done. But it is my experience, and I'm not going to look into the cards for that, but it is my experience that literally it is about energy. And when you refocus your energy on something else, because right now subconsciously she knows that you're thinking about her. Okay, watch what's going to happen once you focus on something that is more important than her. She's probably going to reach out to you. So what you need is a vision and a future of yourself where she is not that special. You know, I mean that's what always worked for me. I mean, really, that's really the best advice I can give you right here. Okay, but I'm not a relationship guy. I'm not a relationship expert. You know who to go to if you want to learn about that, right? AZD, Harash, and you're probably already studying everything that he has to say about that, right? What's the next step to advance in my business? Have you been on my business on my money magic calls? If not, go to the forum, get an account there, and watch the lectures in the vault. You're gonna learn more in 2 hours of listening to me than 10 years of these fucking, I don't know, these coaches or whatever the fuck they are. Yeah. Everybody's building an agency these days. Have you noticed? It's crazy. Everybody's building agencies left and right. Okay. Trust me. Well, or let's ask who's on, guys. With the first of all, have you ever heard what I teach on these money magic lectures? The stuff that I teach about, business and stuff like that. Have you ever heard that? And number two, where would you rate it? Yeah. I feel like I've heard that I'm a bit guarded, so that is a bit similar, but you wouldn't happen to be able to see the reason, do you? Thanks. You're look, you're losing your femininity. That's the reason. You got the energy of a man, essentially, straight up. Okay. So that's what it is. That's what I saw. When we met, it wasn't weird. It was weird bond. He ain't even attractive. See, a guy would never talk like that. That's crazy. Would a man ever said that? Well, we had this weird bond. She wasn't even attractive. I have never felt a bond with an unattractive woman. It's not going to happen at all. That will never happen. But if she's attractive, I will make up a bond. Right? I will make up a bond. Oh, we have so much in common, right? I admit it has gotten toxic. We only kissed recently, and I already broke up with him. I'm celibate. He ain't worth it. I thought we met for a higher purpose. I'm being stupid. All right. You should listen. It's true. What energy spirit should I bring into my life? Focus on to help me manifest what I desire. Okay. J. Cobb. J. Cobb. Why do I see a buffalo? Buffalo. When I focus on you, J. Cobb, buffalo. I see, yeah, see a huge buffalo. What's going on there? Okay, 1 second. Mercury. There's a Mercury energy. What you need is more flexibility, and you need to also remove yourself from where you are. Okay, so as far as I can see, let me look at that again. As far as I can see, with what you know, what you learned, where you are, you're going to be more successful somewhere else, or there's going to be a better better situation for you somewhere else. Okay, so Mercury energy will help you to first communicate with something outside of your current sphere, and it's also going to help you move. All right. So I don't believe your future is where you are located right now. Just put in my 2 weeks notice at the current job because the supervisor raised his voice at me, and I will not be tolerating that vibe. What career path should I focus to pursue? Okay. Well, give me a real name, please. What's your real name? It's gonna help me with seeing that better. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. J. Cobb. Okay. Okay, what's your real name, bro? Oh, Ivan. Okay, got it. Or Ivan. Ivan. That's how Americans will pronounce it, right? Ivan. It's probably Ivan. It's more even. Yeah. All right. Let's just. Okay. You will do well in a career that allows you to travel a lot. Meaning, it could even be something like delivery of goods. Okay. And when I say travel, I mean like long travels throughout the entire country or something like that. Okay. So find something like that, something that allows you a lot of movement, a lot of um, yeah, something that gives you a lot of movement because you have a tendency, like environments where you get really sick very fast if you have to be in one and the same environment for a long time. Okay, so try to be mobile. Okay, try to be mobile. Gypsy, Gypsy Mermaid. My last breakup was hell. That's why okay. Are you still on that? Gypsy Mermaid. Broken heart made me feel physically sick. Yeah. There are people that die off of that, right? You know, honestly. All right. What's the show? When I was intensely focused on a workout and on my shit giving no energy, she reached out. Best advice. Thanks, Frank. You're welcome. There's some comments here. Flor de la Rosa. What a name. Flor de la Rosa. What's that? Flower. You have two flowers in your name? Flor de la Rosa. As far so as I remember, that's flower of roses or something like that. Mi nombre es Flor de la Rosa. You sound like out of a movie or something like that. What is that? I want to know what deity I should work with or wants to work with me. Flor de la Rosa. Uh, your deity is it's yeah, I'm gonna check back for that 1 second. Hey Frank, is my partner the one? Oh come on. I'm not even gonna answer that. All right, 1 second. Hey Frank, thanks for the uncrossing ritual. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Where was I left at? So many questions. Shimeon says, "Hey Frank, can you tell me about my love life?" Zainab, will I get into two-row law in April? I reapplied. Is that a law school? Okay, I can check for that. By the way, guys, it's always good to know a lot of lawyers. Right? The more, the better. Even though it's kind of like a love-hate relationship that I have with lawyers, right? But you want to know at least a couple. So, Zainab, you owe me. You owe me, right? So, just in case. I see negative. Well, but keep trying, keep trying. It's just the energies right now. Okay, it might change, so just keep trying. But on another note, why do you want to get into law? Why do you want to get into law? How much does the average lawyer make? I mean, the stereotype is that lawyers are like loaded, right? And a lot of them are, but the competition is super high. Average salary, lawyer. In the US, hold on. Average lawyer in the US. I assume that you're in the US, or are you in Canada? Two-row, no. Okay, US. Okay, that's 145 before taxes. Okay, well, if you want to become a lawyer for the money, it's definitely not worth it. What is my life purpose? Hmm. Frank, thanks for the uncrossing ritual. I really enjoyed that ritual and enjoyed meeting Ganesha. True wisdom and truth as usual. Many thanks as usual. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes, Frank, I need to know about who is going to come into my life. Who is going to come into my life? Hmm. What kind of career should I be doing? Is it YouTube? Is it comedy? Or maybe a hypnotherapist? I can't figure out the right path. Thank you. So you have those three passions. Why don't you combine them? Just put on it like hypnosis can be used for shows, right? How about you combine comedy with hypnotherapy or with hypnotist shows and put those on YouTube? So you start with YouTube, and maybe people want to watch that, and then it gets bigger. Okay. Well, let's see. Man, people just spam this thing here. Gypsy Mermaid. How many comments are you posting here? It's crazy. Um. mhm. What's up, Anthony? What are some guidelines for phrasing questions to get the most beneficial answers from a divination? Um, Once again, it's systemic thinking. Usually the things that you think are the cause of the problem are not the cause of the problem. So when I want to do a divination about something, I usually let the cards show me what the real problem is, and then I look for a solution how to fix it. Okay, so systemic thinking. Remember the example with the broken battery that was fucking up the electronics of the Mercedes. Okay, those of you who've been on my lectures will know what I'm talking about. Always look for the dent, the broken battery. What are Usman's intentions with me? Reconciliation? No, I'm not going to go into that. What is my future going to be like? Wow, that's a big question. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Thanks for the uncrossing ritual. You're welcome. I'm looking into starting a small business, but also still do tattoos. I have a passion for both. I'm really confused on what path to go. Would you be able to look into that for me, please? Okay, see. What path to take? Look, ignore statistics, ignore any of that. Ignore what other people say, ignore any of that. Just figure out where you can compete, okay? No matter what you're going to do, you're going to be competing. The question is, where can you compete? Okay? And that answer should be easy to find. What can you compete with or compete in? What is it? Or see, the biggest mistake that a lot of people make is they try to cater to everybody. Okay, so when they try to sell something, they try to sell everybody, but that's wrong. That's actually wrong. Here's how you do it. You become an expert. How? Well, you're not a tattoo artist. You're a tattoo artist that is specialized in mangas that people want to get on their bodies. Okay. Now I'll tell you what's going to happen. When people Google tattoo shop, tattoo artist, they're going to find thousands. Okay. But the people, the fraction of people, which is maybe 2%, 2, 3, 4%, that Google manga tattoo are going to find you. Boom. And you know what that means? People are going to drive from all over the fucking place just for miles because you're the expert for manga tattoos. You understand? So this is how you position yourself in people's minds. So you got to become an expert. It's counterintuitive, but it works. You're going to have 10 times the business than just being a tattoo artist. You're another tattoo artist. Who gives a shit? You know, it's the same old, same old. You get it? So this is how you do it. First of all, where can you compete? Number two, specialize yourself. Be an expert for something or in something. Okay, don't try to sell to everybody. Never be afraid of alienating your customers. Okay, never do that, because the ones you want to deal with are going to understand what you're talking about anyways. All right, so um, that will be my tip here. I don't need to look into the cards for that. Quick questions: can spirits remove, cure disease? They can help with that. Yeah. I feel as though I'm supposed to be a healer and a channeler. Yeah, it's good. Hello, Amandine Verbiez. All of these fancy names here. What is this? The aristocrats meeting. Flor de la Rosa and Amandine Verbiez. Oh my God. It's incredible. Hey Frank, is my partner the one? I'm not even gonna answer that. You need to be red pilled, my friend. Quickly, okay? Shimeon Omar. Study some pickup, please, or some dating advice for men, by men, for men. Okay, you need to be red pilled quickly. Future between me and Doug. Maybe later. I'm not in the mood right now. Oh, there she is, Flor de la Rosa. I want to know what deity I should work with or wants to work with me. Okay, but you gotta let me know if that's your real name. Flor de la Rosa. Is that your real name, Flor? Yes, sir. Okay. Nice. uh, Flor de la Rosa means flower of the rose. Okay, yeah. Frank speaks Spanish. Well, I don't know if I should do that. Okay, so Flor asked what spirits you should work with. All right, let's see. As far as I can see, there's a spirit around you, but it's been there since birth. Okay, so figure out how to connect with that spirit. How can you connect with that spirit? Well, just hold on to the intention to connect to that spirit. Okay, go into meditation and start talking to that. Okay, relax, start talking to it, and you're going to get answers back from somewhere or another. Okay. Man, how do I always skip these questions here? Hello, Frank. Are there any outside negative blockages around me coming from others? Frank, I've done some love spell to attract a person, and I always get obsessed with. I've done some love spell to attract a person, and I always get obsessed with the person. Is it because I created a psychic link with her, and she feel the same way? Well, love spells are often binding spells, so you're binding yourself to the other person too. So that could be the reason for it. Okay, I'm Ondine. Hey, could I please get some insight about my love life? Uh, I mean, insight about your love life. Well, let me know if there's a guy. Is there somebody? Yeah, thanks. Hi, Frank. If you don't mind, can you do a quick breakdown of the theme "One Will, One Empire" by the Power of the Grail of the Serpent? What does one will mean? Well, it means that we all feed into the Grail of the Serpent, which means that everybody who wants to draw upon the power of the Grail of the Serpent can do so. And it's not just them; it's the entire empire helping them at that point. And watch what's going to happen. So as of now, the Grail of the Serpent, or the Empire of the Grail of the Serpent, has thousands of people, and it will be many, many, many more. So imagine how much stronger a person is if they're speaking and thinking and directing their will with being backed by thousands of other people. You see, so this is one will, one empire by the power of the Grail of the Serpent. That's what it means. Everybody who's in the Empire of the Grail of the Serpent can draw upon the power of the Grail of the Serpent, you see. So they become much stronger. However, it also, of course, if you betray the Empire, there's a price to pay, of course, as well. Okay? So you can't work against the Grail of the Serpent. That does not work. Man. Hey, Frank, can you tell me about my future with Danielle, and is she cheating on me? If you, well, okay, I don't even know if I should. Okay, I'm gonna read on that topic, but look, what should I say here? No, I'm not gonna answer that question. 10 of 10 priceless. Will you ever teach us bedroom techniques? Teach you, teach you bedroom techniques? What do you mean? Bedroom techniques? Hang on a second. Oh, you mean a sex magic course or something like that? Oh. Hmm. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. It would take me maybe 2 or 3 months to get into porn star shake, you know, all those protein shakes and whatever, sex pills. I got to get rid of that, build up a tolerance for all the sex pills, and then would film a course on sex magic, right? Film a course in sex magic. Are there any volunteers? Any volunteers that want to be a prop in that, or somebody that, or I mean, we look, a real course of sex magic has to include orgies too. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask, like, you know, are there 10 volunteers? They all got to be females because I don't get into that homosexual stuff. Um, well, maybe. I'm joking. Okay, don't take it serious. Don't send me messages. Hey, I want to take part in this in the sex magic course, Frank. Uh, that was actually a joke. Yeah. All right. Why do I dream about spiders so much? I don't know. What spirit should I work with, Marlene, to manifest? Okay. It's not a specific spirit that you need or a specific energy. What you need is you need to understand the process of how to manifest. Okay. So once you know the process, you're gonna know how to make it work. Ask your sister; she knows about it. Ask her how she manifests uh, things. So that's what you need, not necessarily a spirit. The spirit or a spirit or spirits that you want to work with, you can use them later for other things, maybe for information that you want to find out, or questions that you have. Question: who is the older one? Is it Nicole or Marlene? It's probably Nicole, right? She's the older one. That's just a guess. Is Nicole older than you, Marlene? Probably, right? Okay. Marlene, you're the older one. Okay, I see. Um, I'm the younger, but she's my little sister. Okay. Flora, why did you retract the message? I was about to read it. Okay. Tatiana says, it's interesting you mentioned mangas. I was just about to do a tattoo that was combined with kawaii and a pinup. Okay, it's good. So many questions. Amandine says, yes, there is a guy, but things went south. I reckon his best friend interfered in one way or another. We haven't talked for over a week. And I'm confused as to whether this is completely over or not. Okay, now I can do a reading here. Okay. Okay, here's what you need to know about that relationship. Um, well, he sees you for some reason. He sees you occupied with other guys. I don't know why that is. Are you talking to other guys? But if for some reason he sees you occupied with other guys, and he's not gone, like he's gonna be in your life, but I don't see it going anywhere. For some reason, he thinks that you're occupied with other guys. It could also mean that he basically thinks that you should be with other guys or with another type of man. You know, maybe he feels like he doesn't deserve you or something like that. You know, that happens from time to time. Um, Frank, ever heard of the Shadow Man? Yeah, I've heard of the Shadow Man. Yeah. So many questions. Give me a second. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Champagne. It's a funny name. Hey, I want to see if you can give me some clarity if Richard, this potential partner, is connected more to the darker side of spirituality, if we can be in a successful relationship. Thanks. I want to see if you can give me some clarity on if Richard, this potential partner, is connected more to the darker side of spirituality, if we can be in a successful relationship. And what are you going to do if he's not connected to the dark side of spirituality? What does that even mean, man? The dark side of spirituality. I'm not connected to any. I don't know. Like, why do you watch my channel? I'm not connected to the dark side of spirituality. Or let me put it like this. I'm not gonna read that. No offense. Not interested. Okay. Good day, Frank. Are we all part of creation? God talking to Himself in different forms. Yeah, I think so. I believe that. Uh, Frank, the question about tattoo was for me too, because I'm also a beginner tattoo artist. Thank you for that. You're welcome. Hey, Frank, what's up? Do you see a future where me and my ex get back together? Thank you for the stream. Probably not, just based on statistics. What does red pill mean? That's terminology used in the pickup community where a man has broken through the indoctrination that goes on in modern society when it comes to dating and all this other stuff. Yeah. So you basically look, I mean, when you're not red pilled, basically you're blue pilled, right? Of course, these metaphors come from the Matrix, right? Now, when you're blue pilled, when you're still blue pilled, you basically go through to the indoctrination of Disney or Hollywood, and that is detrimental to your dating success when you do things that you learn there. It's complete bullshit. And when you're red pilled, you understand and accept female nature as well as male nature. Yeah, you understand the sexes for how they actually think. When it comes down to the very basics, dating and attraction and all of that is based on evolutionary psychology. Okay, and that's not pretty. That's not nice. It has nothing to do with the bullshit that you learn or watch on screen. Love stories don't really work like that. And then you learn a systematic way on how to use the the mating dance to influence your targets, and you basically gain control of your dating life. That's it, as a man, which is very dangerous because, see, it's in society's best interest to keep you under control, especially as a man. Okay, and if I mean, the equation in most people's minds is this, or most men's minds is this: I stay in line. I don't act up. I work hard, and the reward is going to be a wife and and attention from from women once I'm successful, right? When in reality, the bad boys, the guys that trigger the right things in women, often by being an asshole and often by being the bad boy. Every look, I mean, it's when you're the guy everybody warns her off. That's super fascinating, right? So those guys get the girls without any effort. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to learn female psychology because it's nothing like what you learn in the mainstream. Um, yeah. Are we having tarot readings? Yes, we have tarot. Okay, it's interesting you mentioned mangas. Okay, I got that. How can I respawn the fastest? It's a sped up force reincarnation process. Man, I'm not going to go into that right now. Hey Frank, could you read me? What's blocking me from clearly seeing my path? Is there an influence outside of myself? Okay, Sylvia, I'm going to answer that. What do you need to fix? What do you need to look at right now? I'm going to give you the next step on your journey, what you need to fix, okay, in order to make headways. All right. Okay, you're in an environment right now where you're competing with somebody. To me, it looks like almost, I don't know, what is that, a sibling or something like that? You're competing with that individual, and that's what you need to fix. You need to get out of that environment. It could also be a working environment. But my guess, it's something, I don't know, do you still live at home? Because that looked like almost like a relative or somebody that's very familiar, very close to you. So there's a competitiveness between you and that person. Could also be a psychological environment. Anyways, you need to change your environment. You need to get um, out of that situation. Okay, and then focus on your own shit. Um, and that's how you get out of it by the power of the grail of the serpent. Yeah. Gabrielle says, "Good evening, Frank." Hi. By the way, this is not a ghosting situation. We had a quite tense conversation that really only made things worse. Okay. Um, and Mondine says it was a difficult situation. I talked with him and another guy on Tinder. You see? So that's why he sees another guy involved with this. I talked with him and another guy on Tinder. I only find out during our date that this other guy was his best friend. He got all up in his head about it. How do all these guys deal with that? Listen, man, do you have a problem with your girlfriend or talking to other guys or having sex with other guys? No, no, no. She's an independent woman. I'm okay with that. Kidding me? People are crazy these days. So that's why you saw another man involved with this. I saw that earlier, right? Sorry, my tab crashed. Could you please tell me if there's any spirit energies around me who could benefit or want to hinder my evolution? One will, one empire. Well, of course, the whole universe is trying to stop you from evolving because it's trying to get you to develop the level of power that you need. So all of life is resistance. Okay, accept that. Melanie O'Mara. Hi, can you see my aura? I could, but I'm not gonna. Uh, man. Mm. What more can we as members do to support the empire in our own areas? Spread the word. Spread the word and let everybody know that they should, if they're remotely interested in spirituality, magic, and all that, they should listen and they should join the empire. Make them sign up on the forum. Make them sign up on the YouTube channel. Make them come into my groups. Is it possible to read someone even by their nickname or online name? Well, you're watching me doing it right now, right? Should answer your question. How can I get rid of evil spirits if they're man? I don't believe POA tactics can work with so-called incels, guys with terrible face genetics. Even if they work on themselves by what's called looks maxing, sometimes they need plastic surgery. What are incels? I don't even know what an incel is. What is that? Incel definition. A member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with views that are hostile towards women and men who are sexually active. All right. Well, I'm not talking about those type of guys. Okay. Um, you're probably a woman happy, aren't you? Probably a girl. I don't believe PUA tactics can work with so-called incels. Okay. Incels, basically guys who can't get pussy because they're usually terrible looks, genetics, face. Well, but I'm getting really tired. I'm gonna wrap this up now. I hope you got something out of this. um, because of their looks, if they don't get any, they probably just have a shitty personality. Okay, sorry, my tab crashed. Could you please tell me if there's any Nope. Flor de la Rosa. You guys have such fascinating names. Good job to your parents. It's really cool. Amandine. I've never heard that name. Amandine. What is that? Amandine Villiers. Amandine name, meaning, origin of that name. Amandine. Is that the French version of it's probably the French version of Amanda, right? Isn't it? Amandine. French. Yeah, it's the French version of Amanda, isn't it? Amandine. Oh, okay. It means lovely. That's what it means. The origin of the name is lovely. Okay, Amandine. Are you lovely, Amandine? Are you a lovely person? And Flor de la Rosa. Okay, well, you two definitely got the rewards today for amazing names. Really interesting. Amandine and Flor de la Rosa. Okay, guys. Hope you got something out of this. Hold on, what? It's actually the name of an almond cake in France. Also a variety of potatoes. Okay. Well, the Latin origin of the name means lovely. Okay, just so you know. Bye bye.